Hello, today I will tell you what is JavaScript and why it's worth to learning. JavaScript is a programming language for web browsers. So for example for Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer and so on. You can create in it a code which is called a script that can be executed on the visitor of your website computer. Which means that when you finish loading the website, so let's refresh this, you can still access elements on the website and you can change them, right? So for example, when we have got here a gallery with thumbnails, with these miniatures here, as you can see, when I'm using my mouse over one of that image, the image here, the main image, is being changed. And it's very useful because now you don't need to take so much space on your website and you can show the product in the bigger version very easily, right? As you can see, this is improving the user experience on your website. And in addition to this, as you can see, we have got a tooltip here, right? That is giving additional information about each of these images. That is very, very cool, and it's improving the user experience. So HTML is responsible for the content of the website, CSS is responsible for the layout, and JavaScript is responsible for reacting to the user actions and doing things with HTML and CSS on the user side after finishing the download of your website. Because normally without JavaScript you wouldn't be able to do anything on the user computer, right? Because after connecting to the server and downloading the website, the user is not connected to the server anymore. It's just on his computer, that's all. You could close the connection, you have got still access to this website, right? So JavaScript can be used for also many other things, not only galleries with thumbnails. You can create something what is called slided panels, you can create things like transitions between images, images that are changing each second, which is called slide show panel. You can use it, for example, on shop web pages where you can show many products in one small place, right? You can create promotions and many other things, which makes your user experience better. And JavaScript is necessary for becoming front-end developer who is responsible for the things that are done on the user side, right? Imagine a situation like that, where you have a clock on your website. You would need to every second request to the server, from the server, a new value in order to update this clock. With JavaScript, everything is running on the user side without reconnecting constantly to the server. So the JavaScript can be used to update the content of your website any place, a div. You can, for example, change the size, right? And you can show something. You can create a tooltip next to it, a div. You can, for example, change the source attribute of that image here. You can do some kind of animation. All that things are done in JavaScript. Changing dynamically things layout on your website is something that is done in JavaScript. But what's more, there are advanced libraries for JavaScript like Ajax that allows you to connect to the database and retrieve info without reloading the website. For example, when we go here, as you can see, now when I click here, I am not reloading my website, I'm just changing this place here, and all that content is taken from the database, from the PHP and MySQL. If you don't know it yet, don't worry. Just remember that you can even use it with advanced libraries to create literally websites that do not reload, refresh, don't do something like that, right? Refreshing, that takes lots of time, right? So this is very, very awesome. And you can also use JavaScript to pre-validate the input in forms, like for example, if the password was strong enough or the email is right and so on, before sending these values to the server. You can show special box informing user what is wrong in the form without resetting his values in form. It makes user experience on your website lots of better. Understanding JavaScript syntax well will allow you to also understand better something what is called jQuery framework. And jQuery framework is a big library of useful JavaScript plugins, functions, things that allows you to write less code doing much more, okay? There are already many things done that you can just use. But in order to understand jQuery, you have to also understand JavaScript so you know what's going on there, right? After my course, you will understand all JavaScript advanced components, so you will be able to use any libraries as you wish. So you know JavaScript perfectly. This is the most organized course about JavaScript from beginner to expert on the whole internet. I will take you step by step from the theory to practical examples like image sliders and animation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And that's all in the lesson. Thank you very much.